Hey everybody, Sean from Media Assault here, and it's time once again for me to do a movie review, but this is going to be the first of 4 horror reviews that I'm going to do for the month of October. I did something similar last year where I reviewed some movies that I'd never seen before, didn't know anything about, some newer movies, some older movies, and I'm going to do the same thing this year. I'm going to do 4 reviews of movies I've never seen, don't know anything about in terms of what's going to happen in them. And the first of those is this review, which is a movie called Isolation from 2005. This is an Irish horror film from writer-director Billy O'Brien, and it takes place on a rundown Irish farm, which is run by a guy named Dan, played by John Lynch. And Dan he's having some financial difficulties, so he takes some money from a doctor who's doing some genetic experiments on cattle. And things go awry when one of the cows gives birth to something a little odd. I won't spoil anything, I won't tell you what's going on. But the movie does a good job, well the script I should say, by Billy O'Brien, does a good job of combining elements from films like Alien and The Thing. So you kind of, if you think along those lines of, you know, something unusual kind of going after people in an isolated setting, you kind of have the idea of what's going on here. It's not to say this is a predictable movie. In fact, for the first 2 acts of the film, it does a great job of creating a very suspense-filled, tense atmosphere, and you really don't know what's going to happen, and it kind of keeps you on your toes. The only bad thing about this film is the 3rd act, where it sort of falls apart and sort of stumbles across the finish line with a fairly predictable conclusion. But for most of the running time, it's a fairly exceptional little movie. It is obviously low budget. The special effects, which were done by Bob Keane, who did effects work on movies like Hellraiser and Candyman, they're good, but they're really sparse, and a lot of things are hidden by shadows. There's a lot of gore in the film, which is sort of out in the open, but the actual thing that is sort of the focus of the movie's attention, I guess you could say, is hidden, and there's a lot of hiding in the shadows and a lot of quick edits and things of that nature to kind of hide it, which heighten the suspense but also make you a little aware that whatever is hunting these people probably wouldn't look that great if it was on screen for an extended period of time. This is a movie that I think you should see. If you're into horror, check this out. It's available on DVD. It's also available on Netflix streaming. And if you happen to be a member of Amazon Prime streaming, it's available for free there. You don't have to pay any extra to stream it off of Amazon. It's called Isolation from 2005, and I'm going to give it a decent rating. I'm going to give it a 7 out of 10. Would have scored a little bit higher, like I said, had it not fallen apart in the 3rd act. But take a chance on it. Isolation. So stay tuned here for the remainder of my horror movie review series for October. The next film, I probably will do Watcher in the Woods as my next movie, because again, I've never seen it, so it qualifies. So thanks again for watching, everybody. If you have not already done so, please subscribe and feel free to comment and rate this video. Thanks again. Bye.